Hey everybody, it's Friday night and I just wanted to shoot a brief update on my Gourami tank here. It's going to be hard from now on shooting any kind of video standing here without hearing the waterfall right next to us. That is from my red-clawed crab tank. I've got two waterfalls in that tank now, so it's rather noisy. So if you're wondering where all that gurgling water sound's coming from, that's it. Two things I want to note in this tank. One is that I was just in there doing a water change and I saw this tiny little squiggly thing swimming around at the surface, and I realized the little baby guppy that I put in there was still safe and swimming around in there. I put a female guppy in there the other day with the assumption that if she dropped any more babies, the gouramis in there would, devour them. And in the scoop that I scooped up, I wound up scooping up a little baby along with the female. And when I was in there this evening, I saw the baby was still alive. There's the female. And I'm looking around. The baby was actually swimming in between the leaves of my water sprite here. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not it survives and for how long. And of course, I've got this female in here who may or may not drop more babies. We'll have to wait and find out. The other thing, and I actually don't even see her now. The other thing is I've got a little bit of bad news. There she is all the way in the back. If you see that movement back there, that is one of my Moonlight Gouramis, and she is really bloated up in the middle, so much so that I do not have very high hopes that she's going to survive. Usually when a fish gets bloat, I'll call it, it's a very low survival rate. In any case, I am going to discuss the condition. I'm going to discuss the fish. There we go, we get a better look so you can see what she looks like. Just in the last couple of hours, she's actually gotten worse. Her scales were not really standing out before like a pine cone. This is, I don't know, maybe in the last hour or so, I guess they've started standing out, because I was in here not long ago and I was wondering if that was going to happen. The gouramis, the snakeskin gouramis in particular, have that real sort of shimmery look to them because they have really fine scales. So I was beginning to wonder whether or not she was ever going to actually blow up enough to the point where we could see that pine cone effect. Of course, she's not going to stop looking directly at us to get a better look at what her side view looks like. At any rate, she has just blown up in the last hour or so. Last time I looked at her, she did not have any of that sort of pine cone bristly look where her scales were beginning to stand out, off her body, and they're doing that now. So she's probably not going to be around too much longer. If she gets much worse, I'm probably just going to go ahead and try to get her out of there and euthanize her. It's not going to be long before she's not able to swim properly. And then again, I'm just not going to have her in there suffering if she gets to the point where she can't even swim properly. So I just did a big water change. I don't think that's going to do much at this point, but we'll have to wait and see. Make sure you're subscribed. I am planning on doing a video. As I said, I'm going to talk a little bit more about this and go into a lot more detail. And if you are subscribed, you won't miss that or anything else I have coming up. So this is my Gourami tank. Thanks again for watching this update, and I'll see you real soon in the next one.